What's going on, guys? Applepie here, back with another video. And today, as you guys can see by the little setup right here, we're doing another series on this channel. So, this series is going to be the best PC for under $1,200. Everything right here. So, you guys might be asking, why build a computer? And my answer to that is, I have 5 reasons why you should build a computer. 1, for the enjoyment of building a computer. 2, if you want to get the best bang for your buck and not buy for the brand. Example, Apple. Their MacBook, the lowest in that MacBook, you probably can get for $200 in a Chromebook. But it's Apple, so they're gonna charge you $1,200. Okay. The 3rd one, for the experience, you can get an entire knowledge base from this, and then you can learn how to do it. You can upgrade your own stuff. That's the 4th point, upgradability. You can upgrade all of this stuff as long as it's compatible. With a pre-built system, you worry about your warranty. With all of this stuff, this has a warranty. This wireless card, you guys see up at the top there, it says 2-year warranty. So that's pretty nice. You guys have peace of mind with all these things. And 5, you get to pick what you want and what you don't want. If you guys want, let's say, a 500 watt power supply, you can throw that in there. If you want a Core i5, you can throw that in there. If you guys want a GTX 1070, you guys can throw that in there. And you guys can choose whatever case you want. And I know all those gaming computers from Alienware, they all look futuristic. Yeah, the Area 51 is called that because it's futuristic. Now, I don't really want that in a PC case, but it's whatever. So I wanted to try a little bit of something on this for this project I wanted to do. I wanted to learn something for myself that I can take in and put back into this YouTube. So let's do the setup. Let's get into the first thing. If I'm going to be looking down, it's because I have my phone right here, and I have all of the prices on PC Part Picker. So the link to this PC and all the builds will be in the description. You guys can see there's everything here, except for a motherboard, because that motherboard has not come in yet. This motherboard is an Asus Prime B250 Plus. It's an ATX It's an ATX motherboard. It's a red and black motherboard, as you guys can kind of see right there. I'll put a little picture right right over the entire build right here, so you guys can come and look. But it's got everything you'd ever need and more. And so let's get into the first part. So I got all the pricing right here on my phone. Again, that's why I'm looking down. So this motherboard, the cheapest price is from Outlet PC. It is $94.89. So that's a steal for a motherboard. So right here we got an i5 6600. So I didn't go with the unlocked version. I went with the locked version because he's not going to be overclocking. And if he were to be overclocking, to be honest with you, I wouldn't overclock an i5 just because there's no hyper-threading in there. And what hyper-threading is it basically divides each core into 2 threads. So it's kind of like a car lane where you're going south. That's one direction, and then that one direction is divided into 2 lanes. Just to kind of make it a little bit easier for you guys to understand. Okay, and then the core clock is clocked at 3.3 gigahertz, and I think it goes to like 3.6 or 3.7 max. So that's basically like a lower down i7, but if you're gonna overclock, I would probably overclock an i7, just to be honest with you, because you get more performance out of the i7 anyway. But this is like a budget. I wouldn't go for i3 for gaming. The i3 just doesn't have the capability to do this. This does come with a cooler. This i5 comes with a cooler. You guys can kind of see the CPU die up at the top. But it does come with a cooler, so that's good. That's why you guys don't see another cooler here or thermal paste, because it's got that included. That's why you save a couple bucks. So that is $211.99 from superbiz.com. Next is the G-Skill Aegis 16 gig DDR4 2400 megahertz RAM. So this is it says gaming RAM right there. But it goes with the red and black theme of this build. So I wasn't really intending on doing a color scheme, because when I get to the case, there is no side panel. That's why it was a $30 case. But it looks pretty nice. It's a really nice case for 30 bucks. So next, let me move the CPU and this out of the way, and we can move everything out of the way. This is a 1070. So I got him the Asus ROG Strix GTX 1070. It's got a 3-year warranty on it, which is pretty nice. It is VR ready. It's got 3 fans on it. Comes with the factory overclock. And if you guys look in the back, their entire Strix line has got RGB support with their Aura. So this is Asus Aura or Aura ready. So that is nice to have RGB in case you want to. This motherboard again does not have that. So that is out of stock for where he got it. But I believe, here, let me look. This card was around 400 bucks. That's not bad for a GTX 1070. The 1080 is another 100 bucks, but that's the 1070 is all you need with 8 gigs of V memory. So next is the case. The case, this is a Corsair 270R ATX mid-tower case. You guys can kind of see it comes with one fan here. Now that I noticed that I need him to order another fan. It's really modular. It's got a little filter down here. It's got a bunch of drive bays. It's got 2 side panels, a front panel you can take off. It's fully modular. It's got radiator mounts and everything. But this case, I'm sorry, it was $53.98. So it was roughly 54 bucks. So that is what the case looks like. You guys can go down into the description. You guys can look at it if you guys want. So the next item on this parts list is this power supply. This is an Asus CX450M. This is a semi-modular power supply. That means you can take out some of the plugs and change them to whatever you want, or you can take them out. That's depending on if you need them or not. This is 80 plus bronze, so it is certified, but it's not the highest end one. This just to save us a little bit of money on this. The build is, I think, 371 watts required. Yes, 316 watts. So this is plenty of juice for his computer. And continuous variable fan speed for quieter operation. You guys can do that through the settings. That was, I think, $29.99, so roughly 30 bucks from Newegg. So that's a steal for a power supply this good. Okay, next. This is the TP-Link TLWD N4800 PCIe Express 802.11 AC Wi-Fi adapter. So the motherboard comes with Ethernet ports, but he needs Wi-Fi. So I got him this, and you guys can see on the back, it comes with, I believe that this is 5 gigahertz and 2.4 gigahertz. So that is a lot faster. It's got 3 antennas, as you guys can see on the box, and it plugs into one of your PCIe expansion slots. Not one for your graphics card. I think it's an 8x slot, and the graphics card takes a 16x slot. So the next one, oh, I skipped over the hard drive. This is a Western Digital Blue. I went with the blue because it was a cheaper one, and he doesn't really need the performance. This one will work fine because he's not just going to do gaming, so he doesn't need the Western Digital Black, and I saved him a little bit money. So this is a 3.5-inch drive. It is a 7200 RPM drive, so it is fast. Not quite as fast as a solid-state drive, but he doesn't have $300 to throw around at a terabyte solid-state drive. So this was $54. So that's not bad. It's got 64 megs of cache. That's a steal for a hard drive, though. Hard drives are coming down, SSDs are coming down, but this is really all you need. So, he's gonna order an Asus VS228 HP 21-inch 1080p monitor. He's not going to be doing any 4K because that's not in his budget. You guys can go check out this monitor. It is $95. And he's got Cooler Master, Light L wired gaming keyboard and mouse. So there you go. You guys got your little RGB keyboard right there. So that was $50. So this entire build is roughly $1,200. See, if you just get all the components, it's going to be roughly $1,000. So that's a steal for this computer. And then Microsoft Windows 10 64 32-bit. It's on Kingwin. You guys probably know Kingwin. They're a trusted site, so you guys can probably go there and find a computer. But altogether, right now this build, we'll say $769.55, and that's because the graphics card price isn't on there. You have to actually click on the graphics card and look at the price. So, hope you guys have enjoyed this first part out of a many-part series on this. The next part I would probably do is the first part of building. I think I'll probably build the entire computer in one video. And then the third video will be installing the operating system and getting all the games going and installing the drivers. The fourth video, the fourth video will be benchmarking and kind of seeing the game performance on Grand Theft Auto and all these games, because on my beast next to me, I got all my Steam games on the hard drive, so I'll probably just take that hard drive out and throw it in this one as like a separate hard drive, but just so I don't have to download all my 2 terabytes worth of games, just be easier on my internet. So that'll be the fourth video. The fifth video, if you guys know my laptop, link will be in the description down to that video, and a card, I think it's right over there, a card over here. It's either in one of these two corners, so check it out. You guys would know that I have a laptop running an i7 6700 HQ, so it's slightly better than this one. It's the i7 variant of this one. So, and then it's got a 1070, 16 gigs of RAM, terabyte hard drive with the 256 gig NVMe SSD for the boot drive. Got Wi-Fi, so it's basically a laptop version of this beast right here with just a better processor. So I'll be putting it against that and seeing if a laptop is better. And then I'll be putting it against this one in the 6th video too. So you guys will be seeing like a little bit of a Linus Tech Tips video or whatever. There'll be 5 to 6 videos on this computer. So hope you guys have enjoyed. I hope you guys are hyped for this series. I am hyped. Believe me, I am so hyped. So the builder for this, I will have his Instagram linked, and well, the buyer for this computer, I will have the Instagram linked in the description. You guys go drop him a follow. And he will be here when I build this computer. He said he wanted to be here so he can learn how to build a computer, and he's gonna be my cameraman. So he'll be filming everything and kind of dropping in. I'm gonna use my phone too as like a separate camera, or I might set up a GoPro, or I have so many different cameras here that I can use in this house. This phone records in 4K, so I can do some pretty good recording. So anyway, enough jibber jabbering around here. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Sorry this video is going up a little bit late. It'll be going up around 9 because I've had a lot of homework. Last week of school, loading up us with homework so we can push the final sprint to the finish line for us at my high school. But I hope you guys have enjoyed. Again, this has been Applepie, signing off. Peace.